Okay, so welcome everyone for this webinar. We have been planning this for a very long time now, so we are very excited to finally be able to do this. And it's my pleasure to introduce Gael from HO Equipments. And she will have a webinar presentation for us now for the Cryopen device.
Thank you so much, Anne, for the introduction. So we are the manufacturer of Cryopen, and Cryopen, to start with, it's a Belgian brand. In a few slides, I will present you everything and the advantages of Cryopen to use Cryopen in your veterinary practice. So our distributor is JF Anderson and is our contact person, and the company will help you introducing the device through your practice. First, it's easy to mute or unmute whenever you have a question. Make sure that your environment is quiet. If you have a question, feel free to use the chat box, and feel free to share some feedback after this webinar session as well. Our company is based in Belgium, and we have a second office in the United States. So the production is made in Belgium. We believe in the highest quality, so each component is coming from Europe, and on each device we deliver 5 years of warranty. On the applicators we deliver 2 years of warranty. In our office in Belgium, we are working worldwide with distributors. In the States, we are selling directly. And in both companies together, we have approximately 35 employees, a wonderful team who is here available for you to help the full world presenting our Cryopen devices. To start with, I will show you, or I will present you a video. In this video, we show all type of lesions that can be treated. So we are a multi-segmented company. We are active in the human and in the veterinary field. And in the veterinary field, we have a lot of advantages. No anesthesia is required, and even tumors can be treated. You can treat perianal adenoma, epulis, warts, tumors in the cavity, ear tumors, dystichia, and a lot more. So this is to give you a first introduction. Cryosurgery is the controlled destruction of unwanted cells by extreme precise application of extreme cold. So there are many advantages of controlled cell destruction, and one of the advantages is no anesthesia and no pain for the patient, less problems with scars and depigmentation. It is the standard for all benign skin lesions and tumors, and the intended use as a veterinary practice, you can use it to treat adenoma, dystichia, epulis, eyelid adenoma, meibomian gland dysfunction, sarcoid, warts, and much more. We have different devices, and we are focusing mostly in the veterinary field on the white device, the B+. And the reason that device is bigger, so we have a cartridge from 23.5 grams, where you can do more treatments with. Here you can see, depending on the device, we have different applicators. So you need to watch through the third table. And with the 23.5 gram, you can treat with the smallest applicator approximately 400 seconds. And that's quite a lot. So with your device, you can treat several patients, several dogs, or other animals. Imagine that today you are doing a treatment. You can do easily the other treatment in 1 or 2 or 3 weeks. You will have no loss of gas. We only recommend to store the device and the cartridges on room temperature. It's between 19 and 22 degrees. The freezing, it's important to do first a pre-freeze and after a freeze-thaw session. So now I will present you another video. And in this video, we present the principle of cryonecrosis or cell necrosis. apologizes. It's an example on a human, but the principle is 100% similar. So first you need to do a first freeze, and you will see what will happen under the skin. So we will have the intracellular ice which is formed. It's the freezing effect. We have the exosmosis. And as you can see, we didn't reach the base. So now we have the thawing effect. You have the damage by ice crystals. And now we will foresee the second freezing cycle to make sure that we reach the base and that we reach the complete cryo or cell necrosis. And the second freeze goes always quicker and deeper. An important note to make is that each 5 seconds we go 1 millimeter in depth. And the most important advantage of the Cryopen device is the microtechnology, it's the precision of the microapplicators. So here you can see the explanation about cryosurgery in general. Another important note is the Cryopen B Plus device is to see how easy it is to do the loading and the unloading. So now I will present you the video how to load. So you have the cartridges from 23.5 gram, and you have the device. In each box, you can always find your manual, and the manual is the Bible. In the manual, we explain all things that can be treated and how you need to hold and position your device. So this is the cavity. First, we will open the cartridge. We will place the opener in it. Always make sure that the cavity is empty before placing a new opener in it. Hold the device tip pointed downwards. And now you can turn the cartridge in it. You will feel a click. That's when the opener opens the cartridge. And then it's ready for use. I will just accept someone more in the call. Sorry for this. So now you need to remove the protection cap, and now the device is ready for use. How to discharge? It's also easy. GF Anderson can share those videos with you to make sure that you know exactly how to load and how to unload. And now you can remove the cartridge without any problem. So the cartridge, it's nitrous oxide, and it works always on the same temperature, minus 89 degrees. In the next slide, we explain again the intended use. So here we present it in pictures. You can treat adenoma, sarcoid, epulis, kyst, sebaceous adenoma, meboiman, ear tumors, other tumors, eyelid tumors. Because we work that precise, you can treat even around the eye area. Now we will present you how you need to use your Cryopen, the techniques, and we have 4 different techniques. I will start a new video now. And again, it's an example on a human, but the principle is 100% similar. The first method is the snake method. And this is more to treat superficial lesions. Now we have the second method. And here you can see that we go closer and that we will break the ice to make sure that we go through it and that we go under the skin as well. Now we will present the third method. And after this 3D video, we will show you some examples on animals for sure. But this is to present you in a correct way all the techniques how you can hold and use your device. And this is the last method, which is a really interesting case because in this case, we will first freeze the base and afterwards the lesion itself. And here you can see again the precision. We can treat even around the eye area and we can even treat the stichia. In case of treating really tiny lesions, I always recommend to use the smallest applicator on the device. And here you can see how the lesion freezes completely. It's always a matter, a treatment of a few seconds. Now we will present you a full treatment protocol. So you will have the cell necrosis minus 27 degrees, and animals have a temperature minus from 37 degrees. So that means that we need to have at least 64 degrees to have the complete tissue necrosis. Now you will see what will happen under the skin and why it's important to do the second freeze. So this is the intracellular ice switches forms. We have the exosmosis, and then we have the thawing effects. Now we will do the second freezing cycle, and the second freezing cycle goes quicker and deeper. But the second freezing cycle is important to achieve a successful cryonecrosis. If you only treat once, one freezing cycle, the lesion will not disappear. So always make sure that you freeze, thaw, freeze on the treat patients. In the next slide, we will present you some cases, some before and after pictures on several animals. And now I will show you a video where we are doing some real cases. And I hope that you like it until now, but even here you will see that no anesthesia is required. Here you can see again the precision from the microapplicators. And each type of animals we can treat, even exotic animals. This is the Dystichia treatment. Here you can see a treatment close to the eye area. This was a bigger tumor. So we have a lot of examples worldwide. We have many veterinary clinics using the device successful. We work with several key opinion leaders in the veterinary field, and we are daily in contact with faculty in Belgium, with, for example, Professor Sophie van den Abele. And after this presentation, after this recording, Anne from JF Anderson will share as well a recorded version from Professor van den Abele, which will explain even more into detail about the advantages of, from cryosurgery. And here you can see some beautiful cases in before and after results. And here again, the precision around the eye area, sarcoids. And here we have another interesting case. So on the right side, first to start with, you can see a lot of pictures before and after. But in the meantime, we will show you this case, this treatment. In this case, the cat is under anesthesia, which you understand, I suppose. But as you saw on the picture before, the end result is impressive. So, and here you can see that we go really close and that we freeze enough to make sure that we achieve the successful cryonecrosis. So now I return again to the pictures. This pictures to show you on the right side the before and after results. So the result is really impressive, and in terms of cases, you can see on the right side even more. So after this session, Anne will share this presentation with you, because here we have a recording. It takes approximately 15 minutes, but I'm pretty sure if you can watch through this recording with your colleagues in your practice, that a lot of people will be surprised about the advantages of Cryopen. So I hope that you like this presentation as well, and Anne will share this really shortly with you. In the next slide, we explain you the protocol. So our protocol is really easy. In a first stage, you need to assess the type and the depth of the lesion. Then you need to choose the right applicator. In a third step, we need to determine the treatment time between 3 and 45 seconds. In some cases, in big tumors, it will be longer. In the third step, we will determine the movement, pre-freeze, point to the lesion and freeze, let the area thaw, repeat freezing the lesion a second time, dry the area, and if necessary, schedule a follow-up visit after 10 days. When the lesion is not completely disappeared, you can do a second treatment. In terms of return on investment, this is just an example, but GF Anderson will explain you more regarding the device itself. On the device, you have 5 years of warranty, you have 2 years on the applicators, and you earn quite quick money on the device because the investment is not that high. Here you can see our prices from our different devices. And here you can see our cartridges. So the 23.5 gram, we deliver it in a box from 6, which you can use for 6 times 400 seconds. The 5 years of warranty are really important, 2 years on the applicators, and we have all certificates available because we believe in quality. Once you have the Cryopen device in your possession, you can use the device easily for 10 years or even more. And this was our first introduction in cryosurgery and in Cryopen. I hope that all of you liked this first introduction. If you have any question, please feel free to share your questions with us. Is there anyone in the call who has a question? Feel free to